everyone, welcome you all. Let's start our discussion and solve this physics paper 2 of Rpsc Assistant Professor. There are a total of 150 questions, but today in this video we will solve the first 50 questions. Okay, let's start. Question number 1. High resolution spectroscopic study of spectrum of sample of thallium shows that each component of doublet consists of 3 hyperfine components. This requires that there be 2 hyperfine levels for each J. Determine the spin of thallium in ground state. Here the spin of thallium in ground state will be half. So while determining, you should take these two conditions. One is that each doublet consists of 3 hyperfine components and there be 2 hyperfine levels for each J. As we know, total angular momentum is given with the from spin and the angular momentum. Hyperfine splitting occurs due to the interaction between this nuclear spin and angular momentum. And the total angular momentum F is given by value of F is given by from I plus J to I minus J. And this, considering these two, the possible values of I will be half only. Question number. In semi-empirical mass formula, the pairing energy will be 0 for odd A nuclei. Because we know even odd and odd even nuclei pairing energy is 0. So for all these nuclei, the total A mass number will be odd. So your correct option is option 3. Next, the nucleus with maximum binding energy per nucleon out of the following is for iron. Okay, so your correct option is option 1. Next, calculate the range of the nuclear force if the experimentally measured mass of pi meson is 140 mega electron volt per c square. And you should remember that the range is given by h code by mc. Okay, now see, we can write this as h code c by mc square, and you should remember this value of this constant h code c is approximately equals to 200 mega electron volt femtometer divided by mc square. M is given 140 mega electron volt, c square cancel. Okay, so this is equals to cancel, then it is 10 by 7 femtometer, or this is 0.7 femtometer. So your correct option is option 1. Question number 5. Which of the following properties does not correspond to nuclear force? We know nuclear force are spin dependent, they are charge independent, they are saturated force, and they are non-central force. You should remember the electromagnetic force, that is force between two charged particles, gravitational force, those are central force, but nuclear force is a non-central force, and nuclear force are saturated force. Okay, not unsaturated. So this is your correct option. Okay, not correspond to nuclear force property. Question number 6. Alpha particle of 5 mega electron volt pass through a gas where they undergo elastic scattering with the nuclei of the gas. The maximum angle of scattering is found to be 30 degree. The mass of the target gas nucleus is 2U. Your correct option is option 2. Next question. Isomers are nuclides that have same mass number. The atomic number of the most stable isomer of given A is given by with this expression, option 2. You should remember this expression not in this form. You can remember in other form, but this is very important expression. In every exam you will find question related to this. Okay, so this is here, this is your correct option. Next, a radioactive nucleus has a decay constant lambda and its radioactive daughter nucleus has a decay constant 10 lambda. At t equals to 0, N0 is the number of parent nuclei and there are no daughter nuclei present. N1 and N2 are the number of parent and daughter nuclei present at time t respectively. The ratio of N2 by N1 is. Okay. See, this is a question from successive integration. So, in this type of problem, you should remember the expression for N2. Okay. So, let this is your parent nuclei, this is your daughter, let it be denoted as 1 and this is 2. And so, decay constant lambda 1, lambda 2. So, for N1, you can write like this N1 0 exponential minus lambda 1 t for N1. And for N2, this will be lambda 1 N1 0 divided by lambda 1 minus lambda 2 exponential minus lambda 2 t minus exponential minus lambda 1 t. So by putting the given values here, lambda 1 is the lambda 2 is the 10 lambda, N1 0 is N0. So you should replace N0 with this expression N1 equals to N0 exponential minus lambda t. So putting all this, we'll find that the ratio of N2 by N1 will be 1 by 9, 1 minus exponential minus 9 lambda t. So your correct option is option C. Next question. Which one property of nucleus is not explained by cell model? And this is your quadrupole moment of nucleus is not explained by cell model. So your correct option is option 1. Now next, according to single particle cell model, the ground state, spin, magnetic moment and parity of aluminum are respectively. So here you can calculate easily for aluminum 13, 27, Z is equal to 13, N is equal to 14. So you will take this odd part only. So you can write 1 is 1 by 2, 1 P 3 by 2, 1 P half, 1 D 5 by 2, 2 S half. So here it will be 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6 to 8. Then here it will be 5. Okay. So from here, your spin is 5 by 2 and parity minus 1 to the power L. So minus 1 to the power value of L for D is 2. So minus 1 to the power 2 equals to 1. So 5 by 2 even. So you can check option. So for option 2, spin is 5 by 2 and even. So from with these two value, you can pick the option. Okay. And for this calculation, you should remember this suppose if fog this of peak. And for writing this, you omit this vowel. Okay. Okay. So from here you can write S P D S F P G D S H F P I G. Okay, next for question number 11, the correct option is option 4. Question number 12. According to Geiger law, range of alpha particles depends on their velocity h. Range depends on velocity h v q. So your correct option is option 1. Next, in a decay process, if Mi and Mf are the masses of parent and daughter atoms, then the condition that Mi greater than Mf plus 2 times mass of electron represents beta plus decay. Okay, so your correct option is option 3. And for beta minus decay, Mi greater than Mf. Next, isotope potassium decays into argon by electron capture. Q value for this decay is. So you can write this equation H potassium plus electron gives rise to argon. So for this nuclear reaction, it is asking calculate the Q value, and we know Q value is calculate its rest mass energy of the reactants minus rest mass energy of the products. Okay, so now you can use in putting this value of the mass, you can calculate the value. Here you can check one thing. If you put the value of mass of electron, you will get around 2.10 mega electron volt. But if you do not put this electron value, then you will get this 1.50 mega electron volt. Question number 15. A nucleus of mass capital M at rest emits a gamma ray of frequency f. The energy of recoiled nucleus is. Okay, so you can calculate this using the momentum conservation. Like there is one nucleus, it is emitting a gamma photon that is having frequency f. Okay, so if you try to use the momentum conservation, that is pi equals to pf. Okay, so for gamma photon we know momentum is defined as energy by speed of light. So here final momentum is e by c, or you can write e h h nu. Frequency is the hf by c. Okay, and uh, the energy of the nucleus is defined as E equals to P square by 2 m. Okay, and here from momentum conservation, momentum for nucleus is hf by c. So this is hf whole square by 2 m c square. So you can check uh, hf square by 2 m c square. So this option 2 is your correct option. Next, choose the statement which is not true for direct reactions. Okay, see one thing. This question is directly from your nuclear physics books by S.N. Khosal. Okay, you can check there. The direct reaction is usually takes place at higher energy. The emission of much larger number of high energy particles than expected on the basis of the evaporation model. This is also true. This option 3, the angular distribution of the emitted particles shows a forward peak without any symmetry. Okay, this is given with symmetry. With symmetry, you will found in compound nuclear process. Okay, so this is not true for direct process. Option 4, a monototic change of the cross section with the energy of the incident particle. This is also true. This is no resonance condition. Okay, so here your correct option is option 3. This option 3 is not true for the direct reaction. Next, choose the correct option for the following reactions as per the conservation laws appropriate to weak interaction. Okay, so you have to keep in mind the conservation laws for weak interaction. Okay, so you can check here for this first reaction, you can see like for a allowed nuclear reaction, lepton number should be conserved, barium number should be conserved, charge should be conserved. Okay, you can check here the lepton number in the left hand side and right hand side. For this more neutrino, it is +1. For proton, it is 0. And this for anti-muon, it is -1. For neutron, it is 0. So here lepton number is not conserved. Okay, so reaction 1 is not allowed. But for this reaction 2, you can check all are allowed. So this reaction 2 is allowed. Okay, so your correct option is option 4. Next, consider a particle made up of two quarks U and D bar. Which of the following is not a property of this particle? We know a combination of quark and anti-quark gives us a meson. So this is a meson and it has baryon number 0. It has charge plus E by 3. Let us calculate. For U, we know the charge is plus 2 by 3 E, and for D bar, charge is minus, sorry, D on for only D, charge is minus 1 by 3. For D bar, it is plus 1 by 3 E. Okay, so it will be only E plus E. But it is given that it has charge plus E by 3. So this option is not correct. It has a strangeness 0. Yes, there is no S. So strangeness is 0. So this option is your correct option. This is not a property of this particle. the quark composition of sigma minus and delta 0 are respectively. Okay, so you should remember this. For this delta 0, it is UDD, and this for sigma minus, this is DDS. So the correct option is option 2. Next, which of the following is not a lepton? We know muon is a lepton, electron is a lepton, neutrino is a lepton, but this pion is not a lepton. Okay, so your correct option is option 1. Next, question number 21. Find the value of the third component of isotropic spin of K plus in the following interaction. If you remember, you can directly write that for K plus, it is plus half. Okay, your correct option is 4. Either you can calculate from this reaction also. Next, in which of the following accelerators a constant magnetic field is used? Okay, so this is for your cyclotron. So your correct option is option 3. Next, consider the following reaction. If we analyze the above reaction in terms of quark content of the particles and reduce it to the fundamental processes involving the quarks, then so you should write the quark content for each particle, that is pi minus plus p gives rise to lambda 0 plus k 0. For lambda pi minus, we know it is u bar d. For proton, it is UUD. For lambda naught, it is UDS, and for k 0, it is S bar d. So you can say that the fundamental processes are annihilation of the U bar pair followed by the creation of S bar pair. Okay, so your correct option is option 2. Okay, next question number 24. Here your correct option is option 1. Question number 25. Consider the following statements for scintillation counter and choose the correct option about it. Statement A. Its highest counting rate is approximately 10 to the power 8 per second. This is correct for scintillation counter. Next, this counter is useful to measure the energy of gamma rays. This is also correct. Okay, so both the statements are true for this given scintillation counter. So your correct option is option 2. Question number 26. A halogen quenched GM counter works at 1 kilovolt. Anode wire has radius of 0.2 millimeter and a radius of cathode is 20 millimeter. Find maximum radial field in volt per millimeter. Okay. So you should remember, for a cylindrical geometry, the electric field is given by V by R ln RC by RA. And as it is asking for the maximum value, and the value of E field will be maximum at N naught. So here you will put the 0.2 millimeter distance. Okay. So V is 1, or that is 10 to the power 3 volt, by R is 0.2 millimeter. So unit will be satisfied, volt by millimeter into ln 20 by 0.2. So calculating this, you will find this. This is equals to 1.09 into 10 to the power 3. So your correct option is option 4. Question number 27. Here the correct option is option 1. Next, question number 28. The force of interaction between two atoms is given by F equals to alpha beta exponential minus x square y alpha RT, where x is distance, r is Boltzmann constant, and alpha and beta are two constants. So the dimension of beta is, so this expression is given. So using the dimensional analysis in this equation, you have to find the dimension of constant beta. Okay, so let us write that. Okay, so this expression is given to you, f equals to alpha beta exponential minus x square by alpha RT. So we know from dimensional analysis, a equation is valid only when the dimension of left hand side and right hand sides are equal. So in left hand side, we can see the dimension of force is m1 L1 t minus 2. Okay, and here you can see as this is a exponential function, so inside this whole term will be dimensionless. Okay, so here it is x square by alpha rt. X is distance, that means it is L2. Alpha we have to find. R is Boltzmann constant. Boltzmann constant means that is Joule by Kelvin. Here it is temperature, that is Kelvin. So Kelvin will cancel out, only Joule. So Joule means energy, that is M1 L2 T minus 2. So L2 will cancel out. So dimension of alpha from here will be M minus T2, because whole dimension will be 0. Okay. So this is the dimension of constant alpha. So this is right hand side, this is M minus 1 T2, and this is beta. Okay, so you can, by looking at here, you can calculate the dimension of beta. Dimension of beta will be M2 L1 and T minus 4. Okay, so if the dimension of beta is this, then the dimension of left hand side will be satisfied. Okay, so let us check the option. So M2 L1 T minus 4. So this is your correct option. Next, question number 29. Let A, B, and C are the three vectors. Then the vector A cross B cross C will be. So here you have to calculate this vector cross product. So you can find it easily by using the well-known formula Beck minus Cave rule. That is B A dot C minus C A dot B. Now using the expression of A, B and C, you can easily calculate, and this will be 2ik minus 2j. So your correct option is 1. Next, consider the following statement for maxima and minima of function y equals to x plus 1 by x. Okay, so to find maxima or minima of a function, you have to do the first derivative equals to 0. So it will be 1 minus 1 by x square equals to 0. So from here x equals to plus minus 1, but condition is given that x is greater than 0. So only x equals to plus 1 will be taken. Okay, so to check whether it is having maximum or minimum value, you have to find the value of the double derivative, that is d square y by dx square, and that will be equals to plus 2 by x cube. Now at x equals to plus 1, this double derivative will be having positive value greater than 0. So at x equals to plus 1, the function y is minimum. Okay, so option A, y has only a minimum at x equals to 1. Now from option B, you can see y has the minimum value 2. So you can find y equals to x plus 1 by x. Now putting value equals to x plus 1, you will find y to be 2. So this is having minimum value. Okay, so from option you can choose only A and B are correct. So your correct option is option 3. Number 31, a cube has four diagonals connecting opposite vertices. What is the angle between an adjacent pair? Say this question is very famous question from class 12. Okay, and this is cos inverse 1 by 3. This you can calculate easily by just using the dot product. The dot product of any two vector is given by A dot B equals to magnitude of A and B cos theta. Okay, so you consider. Next, 32. Choose wrong statement regarding eigenvalues. Okay, if lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n are the eigenvalues of matrix A, then the eigenvalues of A to the power m are m lambda 1, m lambda 2, m lambda 3. This is wrong because you should remember for A to the power m, eigenvalues will be lambda 1 to the power m, lambda 2 to the power m, lambda n to the power m. Okay, this is your correct option, and all these options are correct. Like any square matrix A and its transpose have the same eigenvalues. The sum of the eigenvalues of a matrix is equal to the trace of the matrix, and the product of eigenvalues of a matrix is equal to the determinant of A. Next, for a matrix A from Cayley-Hamilton theorem, which of the following is correct? Okay, so now you can calculate this. Okay, so the given matrix is A. Now using the equation as it is 3 cross 3 matrix, now you can write lambda cube minus lambda square trace of A plus lambda trace of adjoint A minus determinant A equals to 0. Okay, so here you can calculate this is lambda cube minus lambda square trace of A. Trace of A is sum of the principal diagonal element, that is 2 plus 1 plus 2, that is 5 plus lambda. Now trace of adjoint A. Trace of adjoint A you can calculate easily by eliminating first row first column like this. So it will be 2 into 1, 2 minus 0. Okay, then plus. Next, eliminate second row and second column. So it will be 2 into 2, 4 minus 1 plus. Eliminate third row, third column. So it will be 2. Okay, so it will be 2 plus 3 plus 2, that is 7. Okay, so 7 minus determinant of A. Now determinant you can calculate easily like 2, 2 minus 0 minus 1, 0 plus 1 minus 1. Okay, so 4 minus 1 will be 3. So this is 3 equals to 0. Okay, so now we can write directly for the matrix A, that is A cube minus 5 A square plus 7A minus 3I equals to 0. So this will be your correct answer. Okay, so now check the option. A cube minus 5A square plus 7A minus 3I equals to 0. So this is your correct option. Next, question number 34. Find particular integral of equation d square plus 4 into y equals to cos 2x. Okay, so particular integral you can find by directly write the formula, that is particular integral by 1 by d square plus 4 cos 2x. Okay, so in this case you have to use h, there is d square, so you have to use minus a square, that is a is here 2, so it will be minus 2 square, that is minus 4, and minus 4 plus 4 it will be 0. So as it is not satisfying, so you have to use the derivative relation. Okay, so now next step, x 2d cos 2x. So x by 2 and 1 by d means the we have to carry out the integration of cos 2x. So it will be sin 2x by 2. So it will be x by 4 sin 2x. X by 4 sin 2x. So your correct option is option 2. Next, question number 35. Consider the equation dy by dx equals to y square by x with the boundary condition y of 1 equals to 1. Out of the following options, the range in which y is real and finite is, you can find that this is finite and real for this range. Okay, you can calculate it easily by given that dy by dx is equals to y square by x. From here, you can find the expression of y by integrating it. dy by y square equals to dx by x. Okay, so this will give you ln, sorry, this is minus 1 by y equals to ln x plus ln c. So from here, y equals to minus 1 by ln x plus ln c, or you can write this as minus 1 by ln c x. Now using the given boundary condition, that is y of 1 equals to 1, you will find that c is min ln c is minus ln c equals to minus 1. So your y is minus 1 by ln x minus 1, or that is 1 by 1 minus ln x. Again you can write 1 as ln e minus ln x ln e minus ln x, or that is equal to 1 by ln e by x. Okay, so this is the value of y. So you can see this is infinite when this value this value is 1. That means e by x equals to 1, or x equals to e. So when x is greater than equals to e, it will be finite. Okay, so this is satisfied by this option 1. Next, the Rodriguez formula for p and x Legendre polynomial of degree n is given by Pn x equals to k times dn by dxn x square minus 1 to the power n. Which of the following is correct? So you have to find the value of k here. As we know, for Legendre polynomial of degree n, k will be 1 by 2 to the power n factorial. Okay, so your correct option will be option 4. Next, if function f of x is a even function, then the Fourier series expansion of f of x is f of x is even, so bn will be 0 and there will be finite value of a naught and an. So now check option uh, a naught 2 by pi 0 to pi f of x dx and an f of x cos nx. So this is your correct option, option 3. Next, question number 38. The equation x square d square y by dx square plus x dy by dx plus x square minus n square y equals to 0 is standard form of, this is your Bessel differential equation. Okay, so your correct option is option 3. Next, question number 40. If f of s is the Laplace transform of f of t and a is real or complex number, then the Laplace transform of exponential minus at f of t. So this is shifting property. So for this, Laplace transform will be f of s plus a. Okay, so this is your correct option. Next, 41. Next, question number 41. Next, question number 41. If z equals to cos theta plus I sin theta, then 2 by 1 plus z will be equal to. Okay, you can calculate this. You can calculate this in different way. I am here doing in one way. Okay, so z is given that z equals to cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so 2 by 1 plus z equals to 2 by 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta. So now I can do one thing, 2 by 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta multiplying 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta, 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta. Okay, so okay, now here I can use a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square formula. So 2 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta whole square plus sin square theta equals to 2 into 1 plus cos theta can be uh, written as using cos 2 theta formula, that is 2 cos square theta by 2 minus 1, and using sin 2 theta formula minus 2 I sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Okay, here 1 plus cos square theta plus 2 cos theta plus sin square theta. Now next 1 cancel. Okay, 2 you can take common, so it is 4 cos theta by 2 cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 divided by cos square theta plus sin square theta 1 plus 1. So 2 plus 2 cos theta. Again from here you can take common 2. So it is 2 cos theta by 2 cos theta by 2 minus, there will be I here, there will be I sin theta by 2 divided by 1 plus, again you can use cos 2 theta formula, so it will be 2 cos square theta by 2 minus 1. Okay, now equals to 2 cos theta by 2 cos theta by 2 minus I sin theta by 2 divided by 2 cos square theta by 2. 2 cancel, cos theta by 2 cos theta by 2 cancel, so it will be 1 minus I tan theta by 2. This is your correct. So 1 minus I tan theta by 2. Next, find the smallest positive integer n for which 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I to the power n equals to 1. So you can calculate this again by simplifying the given expression, that is 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I to the power n. So multiplying 1 plus I above and below, that is 1 plus I divided by 1 minus I 1 plus I to the power n. Okay, so here you can use a square minus b square formula, and here a plus b to the power whole square. So it is 1 minus 1 plus 2I divided by 1 plus 1, that is 2. Okay, so 1 minus 1 cancel out, so 2 cancel, so I to the power 1. Yeah, I to the power n. Okay, so and we know I to the power 4 is 1. Okay, so the smallest positive integer will be 4. Okay, so your correct option is option 4. Next, a quantity A, which is a function of coordinates xi, transferred to another coordinate of system xi bar according to the rule. Okay, then which of the following is correct regarding this quantity? You can remember there is this this type of transformation. There are two uh, covariant tensor and contravariant tensor. Okay, but here this expression is not matching with any of them. So this is not a tensor quantity transfer. Okay, this is not a tensor quantity. For contravariant, it should be del x p bar divided by del x j and same expression. But here del x p bar is below, and so this is not matching with any one of the expression. Okay, so this is not a tensor quantity. Next, consider an antisymmetric tensor Pij with indices I and j running from 1 to 5. The number of independent component of the tensor is. So you can directly find using the formula for antisymmetric tensor, the number of independents will be n times n minus 1 by 2. So here n is the dimension is 5. So 5 into 4 by 2, that is 10. Okay, so your correct option is 10. And for symmetric, it will be n into n plus 1 by 2. Question number 45. The residue of this given function at infinity will be. So you should remember, for any complex function f of z, the residue at infinity will be minus z f of z. Okay, so for this given expression, we can find residue at infinity will be minus z divided by z minus a into z minus b. Okay, so limit z tends to infinity minus z square. You can take z common from both these. So it will be 1 minus a by z, 1 minus b by z, z square cancel out. So if you put the value of z here, so it will be minus 1. Okay. So your correct option is option 3, that is minus 1. Question number 46. Find the root of the equation 2x equals to cos x plus 3 correct to two decimal places. Okay, so by doing the iteration, you will find that this value will be 1.52. Okay, so your correct option is option 4. Next, consider a set of integers 1, 2, 3, 4 under multiplication. The corresponding group multiplication table is given by. This is your correct option is option 2, because here you can see in multiplication table no number should repeat. You can check in other options like in 1, 3 and 4 there is repetition of a number, like here 4 is repeated, in option 3 2 is repeated, and in option 4 again 4 is repeated. Okay, so if there is repetition of number, then the existence of inverse in group theory is not valid. Okay, so here is your correct option is option 2. Next, question number 48. From the following table, find the area bounded by the curve and the x-axis from 7.47 to 7.52 using trapezoidal. So you should remember this trapezoidal rule formula, that is x naught to xn f of x dx equals to h by 2 y naught plus yn plus 2 times other yn, like y1 plus y2 up to yn minus 1. So now using this formula, you can easily calculate this value, and this will be 0.0996. So your correct option is option 1. Next, question number 49. A table of values for the function f of x given below. So this is x and this is f of x, that is your y. Okay. So now using the Simpson's 1 by 3rd rule, with n equals to 6, evaluate this integral 1 to 4 f of x dx. So again, so using Simpson's 1 by 3rd rule, x naught to xn f of x dx equals to h by 3 y naught plus yn plus 4 times all odd yn, that is y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus dot plus yn minus 1 plus 2 times all even y's, that is y2 plus y4 plus dot up to yn minus 2. Now again you can use, using this formula you can easily calculate the integral value, and it will be 5 by 3. Your correct option is here option 4. Next, question number 50. To determine solution of function f of x equals to 1 by x minus 4 equals to 0 by Newton-Raphson method, if we start with the initial guess 0.20, then after the first iteration, the value of x is. Okay, so here you can directly use the formula. The iteration x1 will be x naught minus f of x by f dash x. X naught is given, that is 0.20. Okay, so here it will be x naught. Okay, so now you can put minus, you can put the value here minus, and by one derivative, that will be minus 1 by 0.20 square. So you can calculate this and it will be equals to 0.2. So here your correct option is option 1. Okay, so let's stop here. We will continue from here in the next video. I think this will definitely help you in preparation for your exam. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. See you in the next one.